Hello, welcome back to the Utah Stories podcast, sponsored by Utah Stories Magazine. If you want to head on over to our website, you can subscribe to our digital newsletter. And also, if you want to pick this up, we're in all Salt Lake City downtown locations, as well as Park City, coffee shops, and all of that. So, yes. And then today on the top 5, Anna Frey is going to the Super Bowl to cheer on her lookalike, which we talked about a couple days ago. The owner of Three Pines Coffee is eliminating tipping and raising employees' wages. A company that owns Deer Valley and Solitude may be adding a new resort. Utah lawmakers' eyes change to the first-time homebuyer program. Sandy Man faces federal charge accusing him of damaging memorial at National Gallery of Art. All right, let's get into it. So, as reported on the top 5 a couple of days ago, teen Anna Frey's lookalike is Brock Purdy, who plays on the 49ers. She is now being sent to the Super Bowl coming up this weekend on Sunday. 6-star pro nutritionist sending the 16-year-old out to the big game. "I'm super excited," Frey said. "If you see me down on the strip or anywhere, please come say hi." The owner of Three Pines Coffee is eliminating tipping and raising employees' wages. Nick Price, the Utah coffee shop owner, is increasing employees' base pay from $10 to $18. The price of coffee is going up approximately $1 per cup, and the option to tip when you pay is gone. Nick Price said to the Tribune, "I just want to make it easier for everyone to make sure that my employees have consistent wage. I'm just trying to do my best to run my tiny little coffee shop in the way that I feel good about when I go to sleep at night." Will other Utah coffee shops follow in these steps? The third story is company that owns Deer Valley and Solitude may be adding a new resort. Altura Mountain Resorts announced that it will be adding a possible new resort that may add skiers and snowboarders to hit the slopes earlier in the season. This may upset many that dislike the Icon Pass, but the real shredders will be very stoked. Local skier Robert Jones said, "Skiing has always been a passion for me. There's something so amazing about the feeling. The Icon Pass has taken over the standard single resort passes I was used to growing up. It provides a ton of flexibility and allows me to go home to Tahoe and ski without a day pass. That being said, a lot of the privately owned resort appeal has been stripped from the skiing experience. Most of the Altura resorts have the same corporate feel, which is unfortunate and probably not changing anytime soon." The fourth story is Utah lawmakers' eye changes to the first-time homebuyer program. Utah's homebuyer program might be changing. The program currently gives buyers $20,000 for down payment, closing costs, or paying down their interest rate. Lawmakers are looking to adjust some of the rules in this program, hopefully to provide more homes for people. "It's just really designed to get more money out the door faster to people who need it," said Senator Lincoln Fillmore. The fifth story, Sandy Man faces federal charge accusing him of damaging memorial at National Gallery of Art. A man from Sandy was indicted on Tuesday on accusations of damaging a memorial at the National Gallery in Washington, D.C. The man from Sandy, Jackson Green, 27, was taken into custody Tuesday after investigators said he attacked the Shaw 54th Regiment Memorial in the National Gallery of Art's West Building. The large memorial commemorates one of the first Civil War regiments of African Americans enlisted in the North. He damaged the memorial with red paint and a statement saying, "Honor them." All right, moving on to the adventure of the day. The TailGate Puppy Bowl at Best Friends Animal Society. Best Friends is celebrating the 20th annual Puppy Bowl with waived fees for adoption. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a really fun time to me. All right, moving on. The question of the day. Can Utah handle the intense urbanization and economic growth it's going through as a state? As Utah Stories has extensively reported, clearly the urbanization of Utah is happening quickly. New apartment buildings are popping up every day and transplants are coming in large numbers. Utah Stories reported on Vineyard being the fastest growing city in Utah, with local farms being purchased and pushed out. Can little local Utah survive the push for urbanization? We have learned that very often the small mom-and-pop businesses that make up the local tapestry of communities are very often pushed aside when big corporate developers come knocking and buying. We see this happening in Sugar House, where a big developer wants to plop a skyrise in a quaint little shopping district. We see this happening on Broadway, where a big developer has bought up one of the last local blocks where Ken Sanders Rare Books and other longtime local retailers reside. In the next 9 months, this area will likely be raised and reimagined in the name of progress. The problem is in how things are being reimagined. If the community and the local business owners were involved in this process, this urbanization would be fine. It's progress. We certainly need progress. We need to embrace urban density, more bike paths, more transit. But the local business owners need to be invited into the discussion in a meaningful way. Speaking of local business owners, if you would like to subscribe to the Local Voice of Utah, Utah Stories Magazine, support the voices of the local business community, residents, and the people who make up the local community, as well as the stories that show what is actually happening, subscribe to Utah Stories Magazine. You can also pick it up in all the Salt Lake City hotels and coffee shops, as well as Park City. So thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.